Now what the confusion usually is whether you're going to add or multiply, and you'll see that in this case. Now suppose you go to a flower shop, and in that flower shop you want to select 7 flowers, but that flower shop only has 6 roses, 5 tulips and 4 daffodils, and you're gonna pick at least 2 of roses, 2 of tulips and 2 of daffodils. That means I'm not gonna just pick 2 but 2 and above, and the total must be 7 because we only have 7 spaces. Okay, we have 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and in these 7 spaces we must have at least minimum 2 of roses, tulips and daffodils. Let's see how we're gonna do it. So if we're gonna pick, say, let's start with the beginning, the easiest. We're gonna pick 2 roses, okay? 2 roses. We're gonna pick, okay, and we're gonna pick 2 roses. We're gonna pick 2 tulips, and we have to ensure we try to get a total of 7. 2, 4. 4 plus what do we ensure? We have already picked 2 roses, 2 tulips. We're remaining with 3. So we can have at least 3 daffodils. Okay. Then maybe we're gonna pick a bit more. Maybe 3 roses. Okay. 3 roses. How many tulips can we pick? We have to pick at least 2. So ensure you're gonna pick 2 tulips. And if we pick 2, then we can only pick 2 daffodils. Okay. We can do the same thing. Now the reason is I can't do, say, 4 roses because then we'll only have space for 2 tulips and 1 daffodil, or the opposite. But and remember, our question says we must have at least 2. So 2 must be there for each of them. So that's why we can do maybe 4 tulips and then remaining to make it a total of 7 and 2 of each. So the combination will always be 2, 2, 3, 3, 2, 2, or 2, 3, 2. So we're gonna have 2 roses, 3 tulips, and 2, because now we have space for 2 daffodils. Now here's the question, are we adding or are we multiplying? Now remember, if we're gonna pick one bouquet has to have a total of 7 flowers, which we have a bouquet of 7 flowers, and you can calculate 3 plus 2 plus 2 is going to be 7. And this is our first combination. And what are we doing? Are we adding? But adding, remember, adding means we have or. And multiplying means we are saying and. So we have 2 roses and 2 tulips and 3 daffodils. We're not saying 2 roses or 2 tulips or 3 daffodils. That will be wrong, because we want a total of 7 flowers, and that has to be a minimum of 2 roses, minimum of 2 tulips, and a minimum of 2 daffodils. And if you heard me carefully, I was saying and. So we're going to be multiplying the combinations. That is for 1. Maybe we have a different option. Maybe we can say 3 roses, 2 tulips, and 2 daffodils. So that is multiply. Or we can be having 2 roses, 3 tulips, and 2 daffodils. So remember, we are multiplying. Now because I said or, that means we're going to be adding this to this one to this one, because we have 3 different ways of doing it. Now the usual way, we have total 6 roses and we're picking only 2. So we do 6C2. We have tulips. Total is 5, 5C2. Remember, it is always total at the top, C, and what we are selecting. So our total is 6 roses, 6 roses and we're selecting 2. So 6C2, and you do the same thing for them. 5 being the total for tulips, and we're selecting 3, so 5C3. So you're gonna do combination of all of them, multiply, add to this, multiply, add to this, and then your total will become 2700.